qualifier are still present here, and this is where the clans need to step it up. Nova Epsorts and Silent Snipers. The loser is going home already, Bash.
That's right. It's win and move on, lose and go home. And we're having Cuevos from Nova Epsorts coming in with a Yeti bomb early in this attack to pull out that clan castle. And it looks like we got an Inferno Dragon and a Lava Hound, which the Queen will look to deal with here. We'll have a Queen walk down here at the bottom, set up for this Yeti smash. Through the middle of this base, we got 2 jump spells to get through the core, but already setting up that nice pathing here with that Queen walk, Juno.
Beautiful start, you've got to say, with the Yeti bomb, taking out the town hall early on. Also got the cannon there for added value, and the Queen is very tidily taking out the clan castle troops and has the funnel for her to move right to the right-hand side of the base. Nova Epsorts with a very calculated start here, but we've seen time and time again throughout the matches today, it's all about the 5 attacks, not necessarily just the opening one, Bash.
Yeah, and we have a super wall breaker, so we might see a super wall breaker coming on this exterior wall and then use those jumps to get through to the middle towards that scatter, and then another jump to get through on the back end of the base, and that's exactly what we're seeing here, Judo. Super wall breaker gets that initial wall open. Here come all the Yetis, all the bowlers, the Queen, the Grand Warden, all following into the base. Gonna get right into those scatter shots. Warden's Eternal Tome gonna protect as both of those scatters are dealing mass amounts of damage, and that Eagle rains in its shots, but everything protected through with that Eternal Tome. And here comes that Royal Champion down through the bottom to take care of that scatter shot and some of these defenses, including that Tesla farm.
Really did need to get that Royal Champion in fast, and he did it perfectly to keep the Yetis moving through the center, but they are going down fast here, Bash. I'm not sure he has enough to get through this. He's still got a lot of troops in order to adapt with the Queen's ability and the freeze spell. Nova Epsorts really wanting the 3-star to start this one off, because as we mentioned, everything is on the line now.
That's right, if you lose this war, you are going home. The Royal Champion goes down, the Eagle Artillery is still up, and this one is just faltering here from Cuevos. Not quite what he was looking for here. The Queen has to finally pop her ability. She's stuck on a wall, gonna look to drive up the percentage. No way to get the triple here, no way to get the 3-star with the single and the Eagle dealing mass amounts of damage. We still got 1 freeze, but oh, that Queen gets blasted into oblivion with that Eagle Artillery.
Yes, I think the Tesla farm to the right-hand side of the base really threw Cuevos here, because there's not a lot of gaps in that area when you compare that to the rest of the base. So I don't think he thought the Tesla was there. It meant the Barbarian King didn't take down that area. The Royal Champion didn't get the Eagle Artillery, and it was just a knock-on effect from there, leading to the 2-star, but only the 80%. I don't think that's what Nova Epsorts will need throughout this war, Bash.
Definitely want to run those percentage points up just a little bit more. Still 81% respectable, but you definitely want to get closer to the 90% on those 2-stars. Not quite the open that they were looking for. It seemed like everything just kind of got taken out. Mass amounts of damage. That Tesla farm, I agree with you on that. I don't think he thought that the Tesla farm was there, and that threw off his Royal Champion pathing.
Exactly. Well, the teams have to dig deep now. They really need some 3-stars. And let's remember, in the opening matches, there was only Silent Snipers that did get the 3-star. Nova Epsorts had 2 stars across the board. So can Big Tommy step it up now, get an opening 3-star, and put the pressure on Nova Epsorts?
We're going with a more traditional Yeti smash here, seeing the quad quake, 4 earthquakes. Remember, any level earthquake, 4 of them will take down any level wall. So we're going to use 4 earthquakes to open up this base, and then we'll have a jump spell as well. Perhaps maybe jump in initially and then open up the back end. We'll have to see how that kind of plays out as we see the Warden Walk being used here to set the funnel, set the pathing. We have a Siege Barracks selected. A lot of times we'll see the Siege Barracks come in with the P.E.K.K.A. and Wizards come out, and then we'll have Hogs come out of that Siege Barracks a little bit later in the attack, followed up with the Royal Champion. We'll have to see if that's exactly what happens. And here comes that jump. So the jump is in early, and then we'll have the Quake to get into the middle of the base, the Quad Quake to get into the middle of the base, using that balloon out in front to protect those healers from any seeking air mines.
Yes, I have to say I'm a little bit surprised that the jump spell was used as far to the perimeter of the base as it was. I thought he might have tried to use it over the clan castle area, funnel the troops into that little section, but it is working out for Big Tommy here. Takes down the town hall incredibly well and has a ton of yetis and bowlers charging on into the center, and they can get to the scatter shots from where they are. With the Hogs and Royal Champion coming around the outside, you can see how this one could pay off Bash, but it could still go either way.
Those troops in the core took a ton of damage. That enemy queen holding everything up along with that scatter shot. Man, those scatter shots just wreck troops, and that's exactly what we saw here. Royal Champion's going to throw that Seeking Shield, but the enemy queen, or the Archer Queen rather, the Archer Queen is going to have to pop her ability here, stuck on a wall, and this one's going to run out of gas as well, as we see that Tesla farm on the back end. A couple balloons, a wizard still left in the camps. Not going to quite be enough for Big Tommy. This one's going to fizzle out. He had the perfect earthquake to open up just one compartment of that wall to let everything in and get through the rest of the base, but it just ended up being too much here as that scatter shot destroyed everything. So going to clean up the percent. Remember, Nova got an 81% with their first attack, so you want to match or at least try to better that 81%. We'll have to see if Big Tommy can get over the hump and get those final percentage points in, Judo.
It looks like it's going to be relatively the same percent, so we knew this one was going to be a neck-and-neck battle. You mentioned it, the teams have to dig deep now, and 81% apiece, pretty much, well, 79% Banks, so it is going to be Nova Epsorts with the slight advantage.
Exactly, 2% two-star attacks, in fact, with kind of mid-level percentage, like roughly around the 80% mark. Still pretty solid, but also, you know what, they need to push that a little bit further, you know what I mean? Because you can see so quickly how fast these attacks can fall flat on their face. I mean, you saw the amount of yetis and bowlers that were charging their way through the center of the base, and then a few seconds later, bang, they were just all gone. So it's just all about that back end, all about making sure that you maintain that momentum throughout the attack, but obviously, easier said than done, Bash.
Yeah, absolutely. Always easier said than done. We're going to have Garrix from Nova coming in here with a Zap Lalo. 7 lightning spells and an earthquake. Usually going to take out the clan castle and get as much value as possible. And then we got 30 balloons on this with 2 lava hounds. 30 balloons is an absolute balloon parade. And here we go with the lightning spells and that earthquake. Going to be enough to take down the clan castle, but did not quite get that Royal Champion down. She's hanging on by a sliver of health there, Judo.
Yes, well, all I can assume is that he thought he would get the Grand Warden statue. I'm surprised he didn't rotate 2 of the spells in order to try and get the sweeper, but now looking at his entry, it looks like the heroes will come to the town hall and the lava loon will come around the back of the air sweeper. Brilliant move, a good setup to start this one off, but we really need the town hall and the Archer Queen down. The Royal Champion also struggling down to the bottom with the scatter shot, Bash.
She finally gets it down, and she gets that one shot on the enemy Royal Champion to take that down. The Archer Queen's going to pop her ability and get the Town Hall down, but will she have enough to get through here and get that Queen down as she's slowed from that Giga Bomb? It does not look like she gets through there, so we're going to have to deal with that enemy Queen. Queen locks onto the Stone Slammer, but check this out. We get a Headhunter. Oh, the Headhunter gets locked onto by the Expo. Oh no, devastation, but it may have been enough damage, and it was. The dragon able to get the Queen down. Now Garrick's gonna look to push this Lalo through the remaining portion of this base.
Great backup plan to have the dragon within the Stone Slammer to help with the defending Archer Queen. Things are back on track now, Bash, with a brilliant Grand Warden's ability capturing all of the balloons. He just needs to hope he can continue the force through towards the multi and the wizard towers. He's still got 6 balloons for the back end and a free spell. I think he could get this one, Bash.
This is looking really good. Garrick's from Nova looking to put him on top with a 3-star. Really nice attack. Really patient on the Lalo portion there to push everything through there. Great use of the Stone Slammer with the dragon to get that Queen down. This had everything that they needed. Plenty of time. A minute left. Ran right on through this base. Exactly what Nova needed to take the lead. A solid clutch 3-star there with the Zap Lalo, Judo.
Brilliant attack, everything going perfect for him, other than that little slip up with the Archer Queen, but it proves the requirement to have a backup plan as well. With the dragon inside the Stone Slammer, really got things back on track for him, and you can see how devastating the balloons were towards the back end. Nova Epsorts do not want to go home at this stage.
That's right, and you see that brand new pirate warden. I love him being carried by that parrot. Might be the most entertaining thing I've ever seen on a hero skin. That animation is wild, shooting down those buildings. We're gonna have to see Silent Snipers respond with a 3-star of their own. Can they make it happen? Can SimSim38 get the triple for Silent Snipers? SimSim538, excuse me, my apologies. We got a drag bat attack here, Judo. What are we looking at?
Well, this is the exact strategy that he used in the opening matchup and was the only 3-star attacker for Silent Snipers. So when you need a response and you do not want to slip too far behind, SimSim is the man of Silent Snipers. Starting off with his heroes towards the multi-target Inferno will easily get that down, which means the bats can have an easier ride through the base. And it looks like the dragons will be coming in towards the Town Hall area. The Ice Golem gets flung straight off though, Bash. And the Royal Champion needs to step it up here to help out.
Yeah, she's going to get some of those defenses. It looks like we get the Headhunters coming down towards that Royal Champion as well. Be interesting to see if she can get them down. She gets one. Oh, the other one gets her down. And here comes the Blimp right at the Town Hall, but that Sweeper is going to fight the Blimp. But look at this, Judo, the Headhunter slowing the Blimp. This Blimp may not get to the Town Hall between the Sweeper. Nice freeze. Oh, it gets another push off. Oh my goodness, that Blimp finally gonna get to the Town Hall and take it down here. Looks like we got some sneaky gobs coming out to, or maybe, wait,
the small
Barbarians.
There was small bombs next to the Town Hall. They took the sneaky guard. I thought they did.
No, what happened was he ran Barbarians in there, Judo. He ran Barbarians to catch any traps, and then the sneaky goblins came out. You run like 6 Barbarians in there to protect the sneaky gobs. A very nice play there from SimSim. We're gonna have the dragons coming in from that right-hand side now.
Yes, well, a fantastic play to have the Barbarians in to protect the sneaky goblins. A moment of scariness for us viewers because I didn't see the Town Hall health going down, but like you said, he gets it. With the dragons moving through, he could get to the scatter shots, and the bats have a pretty easy ride with 3 freeze spells. This looks pretty good for SimSim.
Just got to make sure those freeze spells are on point. 1 shot from a scatter shot, 1 shot from a wizard tower can take down the whole pack of bats as they're working through here. Gonna get a freeze on the scatter. They're working down, getting through the eagle. Scatter's gonna go down, get a freeze on the wall. No, the freeze misses the wizard tower, and the bats are gonna go down once they get back over here. Not what SimSim was looking for there.
Yeah, they pathed around the wizard tower as well. If only they had have moved to it, they might have still got it. Now with 35 seconds, he could have the strength to get through the base with the dragons, but there's just not enough time here, Bash. Oh, heartbreak for Silent Snipers, but they have picked things up, they've got a higher percentage, and they are moving their momentum forward as they try and come back here against Nova Epsorts.
Man, that freeze spell was like 1 tile, maybe half a tile off. If he freezes that wizard tower, he probably triples this, let's be honest, but instead he's gonna have to settle for an 88% as that warden, the traditional warden, no skin on there, working through to get that 88% banks.
An 88% 2-star for SimSim. It appears that Silent Snipers have used 2 of their strongest attackers from the get-go in this particular war. Gerex obviously showing incredible patience there. I think, Bash, it was you that mentioned it earlier, that they're having the patience to hold on to a few balloons just for the back end of that base, and that's exactly what we've been talking about throughout this throughout this live qualifier. Having that patience to have something for the back end, and there you go. That's the first triple of this war.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what we needed, was for Nova to get the triple and respond there. Put a little bit of pressure on Silent Snipers. Now, if they can get another 3-star, there's going to be so much pressure on, and that's exactly what they're going to look for here from Ogre and Jean. Going to come in with the next attack. Judo, we got to be looking for a 3-star here with these Yetis.
Yes, if Nova Epsorts can put the pressure onto Silent Snipers, you can make them crack. When the pressure is so high and you start slipping behind, you can force even more errors from the team. So Ogran will be wanting to just get the 3 stars on the board and just make sure that Silent Snipers cannot come back in this matchup.
And we got the Warden walking up top there, setting the funnel. Going to be nice and patient. Let this Warden walk, and then we'll get the Yetis working through the middle of the base. We do have a couple of archers just spread throughout, picking off some of that free percent. In this kind of format, every percent matters, but also that can save maybe, you know, troops from going to the outside of the base. But here we go. Warden's coming in, taking out some of these defenses now. Definitely going to want to look to get that air defense down. That way it's not going to target the healers as we push through the middle of the base.
Nicely identified that the healers would be out of range of the air defense there as well. Starting off with the funnel down towards the 9 o'clock area with the siege barracks, that allows the super wall breaker to come through, open up the pathing for the Yetis and bowlers to have a straight path through the center of the base here, Bash. Good start for Nova Esports.
Yeah, going to have a really good push right through the middle of the base. One jump should give access right towards the town hall, and we're going to have to see what comes out of that siege barracks. Usually we'll see hogs coming out on a Yeti attack, and here they come. Here come the hog riders going along that left side as we get the Yetis and everything else pushing towards the town hall, but they're going to meet up with the clan castle troops and have to disperse of the clan castle as they're getting the town hall down. The Warden's Eternal Tome protects right through that Giga Bomb, and it looks like a strong start for this attack.
It looks like a strong start, but there was a couple of giant bombs went off initially, wiped out some of the bowlers, and that proves to you that it now leaves the Yetis vulnerable. They go down, and with another scatter shot and a Tesla farm popping on the back end, is it too much for Nova to get this base down? The Queen has the ability, the Royal Champion has the ability, he's held on to a couple of troops and spells, like you said, Bash, so he still has a chance here, but it's just going to be super, super close.
Yeah, I might have spoke a little too soon. Maybe I jinxed it right there. Too much damage in there with the Giga Bomb slowing everything down and all those defenses. Ogre and John looking to get those percentage points up, but not going to have enough to get the 3-star here with no healers left. It's just going to come down to the cleanup on the outside of the base. Going to look to pick off any free buildings. We got an archer coming in there. Going to run this up as close to 80% or above 80% as possible. Should have no problem getting to the 80% mark with 22 seconds left here. We got wizards coming in to clean up some of these trash buildings. The king and Pekka finally get into that multi-target, and there we are. We're above the 80%, and this one's going to wrap up here. Not quite a 3-star, but staying in that 80% range.
Yes, and what Nova Esports need to do with the extra star on the board is keep the percentage higher than the average that Silent Sniper has, which is exactly what they've done in this attack. It means even if Silent Snipers get a 3-star, they are still behind on the percentage game, Bash.
Yeah, but you definitely want to get that 3-star out earlier than later. You don't want it to come down to the last attack and needing that 3-star. Remember, Nova, they didn't put up a huge score in that first war, so perhaps they only get the 1 triple. So if you get the 1 triple to respond, this could be anyone's war with the final 2 attacks. So we'll have to see if Silent Snipers can respond, take some of that pressure off here, and it looks like we're going to have a hybrid attack here, a more traditional hybrid. We got the, oh my goodness, we got the blimp coming in here, and it looks like the blimp was just targeted to get to that top compartment, pull out the clan castle, get some of those defenses down, and set up for the queen charge here, Judo.
Yes, an interesting start. I guess it does bring a little bit of damage off the queen as well, and as you mentioned, gets the ever so important clan castle pull, which for a hybrid attack, depending on what is in the clan castle, can really be devastating. Now, I do like that even though the archer queen is working on the clan castle troops, he is continuing with the rest of his attack, trying not just to be efficient with his troop use, but also the 3-minute timer.
That's right. The queen finally pops the hound. I think he's trying to get the queen to go inside here to get to the town hall. Going to use these super wall breakers. They're not going to target those walls, but trying to open this up just a little bit to get that queen further in. And here she goes. She gets raged up, freeze on the single, and she should have no problem reaching the town hall and maybe even getting to that scatter shot there. Nice queen charge here, and here comes another super wall breaker. Going to, oh no, try to open that compartment, but it gets taken down from the scatter shot.
That was so crucial, Bash, because he has committed so much to his archer queen. He needed her in the center of the base. Now, all is not lost because he does get one of the scatter shots. He's got good pathing for the hybrid, but he just has to hope that they can get to the scatter shot. You can see there's still a lot of buildings down at the 6 o'clock area, which might drive the hybrid away from the scatter shot and be crucial in this attack. Which way will it go? Let's find out.
Man, if he could have got one super wall breaker in there to get that scatter shot compartment open, this would have been probably crushed because the queen could have got that scatter, could have got the eagle, and still alive. Don't get me wrong, but a little bit of work needed here. Queen's finally into the compartment she needs to be in. We got hogs, we got the world champion all throughout. We still have the queen and world champion ability. This one's going to be close, 54 seconds, but those troops are taking a beating. We got a few defenses still at the bottom, and the queen being targeted by the single target Inferno. Oh no, forces the ability.
Oh, it's just slipping away from him, isn't it? The single target Inferno really devastating the queen, and he needed the ability for the back end defenses down to the 6 o'clock area if he had any chance of this. But the troops go down, so does Silent Sniper's attempt at a 3-star, and they still trail in this war. But it's only one 3-star. They are behind with 2 attacks remaining, so it's still anybody's game at this point. Wow, we are in for a close finish, Bash.
Yeah, back and forth they go. This is still anyone's ball game. We gotta have Silent Snipers put up a 3-star at some point. This one had the potential, but man, three super wall breakers just not able to get through there. The devastation gonna finish it up with the 76% there, Banks.
Yes, indeed. Yankees only bringing in a kind of a mid-range 2-star, unfortunately, for Silent Snipers. It's just not going to be what they need, so it is probably going to be down to their last attack. However, if Nova managed to secure a triple, I mean, it could be game over unless something quite drastic happens. Really strong attacks from both sides. Just, yeah, not enough of that back end yet again. But, I mean, Judo, what do you think so far about this war? I mean, it's still going to be fairly close.
Yeah, I think in this situation where there's so much pressure, you can see the experience of Nova shining through. They're just not making as many mistakes as Silent Snipers, but they really need to close the war out here. And as you mentioned, another 3-star would really put them in a commanding lead, Bash.
That's right, looking to get that triple, and we got another hybrid attack here. A lot of balloons on this one, 6 balloons, maybe looking to use those to catch any seeking air mines as we have the battle blimp selected. And let's see if this battle blimp's gonna come in towards the eagle. The sweeper does get one push off here, but gonna drop this blimp off and try to get this eagle artillery down and also pull out the clan castle. Wait, that blimp, the blimp almost went too far here, Judah.
Yeah, I think it might have gone too far. Surely, the Eagle Artillery is his target. There's nothing else in that area that he might want. Is he going to get it? The Yeti, oh, he does, Bash. Savior for Julian. But with the air sweeper still being alive, it could still cause a couple of problems if it were to continually push the healers away from the queen. Ability used here. Surely this is not what was expected at the start of this attack.
Yeah, I think he wanted to pop that battle blimp just a little bit early, but maybe lost track of it as he was getting that queen walk started, and the queen is starting to walk around the outside of this base. Super wall breaker coming in trying to open everything up, but misses. Here comes the world champion to support this queen charge. Man, it's all in right here. Julian trying to save it the best he can. That queen raged up. Oh my goodness, she barely has a sliver of health and she goes down, Judo.
It's not enough. The air defense slamming into the healers took 2 of them down, and it meant that the healing effect onto the queen was not enough. This is surely not going to be a 3-star, but it's all about the percentage game now. Nova have to keep the percentage high in order to keep Silent Snipers back in this war. The hybrid directly into the town hall, trying to secure the 2 stars with the early Grand Warden ability. How much percentage can he get, Bash? And will it open it up for Silent Snipers?
Oh, that Warden ability may have been a slight bit early there as the hogs took some damage, but it looks like some of the hogs there got back up to max health with the heal spell there, and we got the hogs and miners working through trying to finish off this base. But with that scatter shot, we've seen this time and time again, the back end scatter shot just destroying troops. A single target Inferno locked onto the king, but the world champion,
it goes down.
It's a scattered down, but Juno, that single remaining up is going to be tough.
Oh, there was miners on the single. What did they do? I think it was the skeleton trap pulled them off it, unless they went down. I was too busy trying to watch every single aspect of this base. A lot going on. If only the single went down and the miners survived, he might have just nicked this one. You've got to say it's a great adaptation to keep the attack alive, despite the Archer Queen going down super early, Bash.
Yeah, this one definitely went sideways in a hurry and ended up not being too far off. I mean, the single target Inferno is huge. Having a poison spell still in hand, I still feel like that blimp was meant to go down a little bit early, but got lost while he was starting off the Queen Walk. But another 80% attack here from Nova. We're just not seeing them get over the top. Besides that 3-star, everything else has been in the kind of like mid-moderate range there with an 81% 2-star here from Julian.
Yes, and they need to take advantage. They might be the 3-star ahead, but if they don't start to pick it up and make sure to just secure things, they leave it open for silent snipers to nick it at the end of this war. It's not like they're even pushing the percentage too far ahead.
Yeah, the Silent Snipers, a 3-star puts them right back in this with percent. They're only down a little bit on percent, so you think 100% is going to add to that average massively. So they got to get the triple here, and then it'll come down to those final attacks, and they'll have the advantage because they'll have that final attack. We're going to have Lando coming in with this next attack. We'll see if Lando can get the triple using some Yetis. We got a Yeti smash coming in here. We do have a Quad Quake, some rage spells, no lightnings, no jumps, so just going to open things up here in the middle of the base with those four earthquake spells.
A quick start with the Yetis and the healers. Remember, in the first attack that Lando did in the war, he used the Grand Warden Walk and the Warden ability went off. So he will be super careful to make sure it doesn't happen in this war. Lots of support troops trying to take down the buildings, focus the Grand Warden in towards what we can presume is the Eagle Artillery being the target.
Yeah, if he's patient enough here, he can definitely get to that Eagle, but you gotta be careful not to be too patient, as that Warden Walk can take up a lot of times. Perhaps we'll see a rage spell come in, because he does have 3 rages in his composition, but no, the Yetis and Bowlers coming in, so that's going to pull the Warden away. But look at this, Judo, the single locked onto the King, forces a freeze early, and he's just going to send everything right up into the middle. We'll have that Quake likely open up towards the Town Hall and that other scatter shot.
I love the use of a couple of balloons to try and get in and take the Eagle Artillery a little bit quicker. Time for the healers. He does lose a healer to the Black Bombs, and with the Yeti smash, believe it or not, the healers are actually one of the most crucial things in the attack. So using the Grand Warden's ability not just helps to protect the Yetis and Bowlers, but also protecting the healers. Oh, but he does lose another one to a Black Bomb.
But we got the Royal Champion working along the bottom side of this base with those Hog Riders out of the Siege Barracks. The Hogs are going to secure and get that single target Inferno down. And if they can work into this last compartment, if he can keep those Hogs up, Tornado Trap with the Giant Bomb. Ouch, that hurts.
Oh, look at the
Queen. Keep them up through the back end. Queen gets the scatter. Judo, this has got a shot for Lando. This could be exactly what Silent Snipers works. Hogs going through. We got one more free spell. Plenty of troops remaining. I think this is going to be the 3-star that the Silent Snipers need.
Queen MVP, she stepped up, got the scatter shot and the X-Bull. You can see the gaps in the wall, allowing the troops into that final compartment with 55 seconds left. The Royal Champion's ability, the freeze spell, Lando and Silent Snipers can celebrate. They are back into this war, and with one attack remaining for either team, it could go anybody's way. Who will advance? Who will go home? Things just got real, Banks.
And just like that, Silent Snipers are back in the war. I mean, that's just the thing right there. Nova Esports unable to make a really large percentage difference with the 2-stars they've been getting. Just low percentage 80s, maybe a few into the high percentage 80s, and obviously that triple. That's just allowed Silent Snipers to get back in the race, and it's all down to these last 2 attacks. And you know what? We are going to have to keep a close eye on these next 2 attacks, because this is when the clans are going to pull out all the stops, because it is now or never. Unless you've already qualified for the next live qualifier, you are not going to be able to. So this is it. This is now or never right now, Bash.
All in, all through. Let's see what these teams have. A 3-star here for Nova Esports will put this away as they are up on percentage points. So we're going to have to see if React, one of the strongest attackers for this Nova team, can get this Zap Lalo 3-star using those lightning spells, using the Earthquake to take down some of those key defenses. It looked like we got a scatter. It looked like we got out the Eagle Artillery as well. And then we saw that extra lightning spell come in.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I see what he's doing here. He's
Yes.
used the Earthquake and that extra lightning spell to use the RC ability to get that single down. Great read here from React.
Beautiful recognition to know that the same earthquake spell could do two jobs, and it means that the royal champion not only gets the single target inferno, she moves on to get even more defenses, and the entire left-hand side of the base is down. The heroes can move in towards the scatter shot and give him a clear ride through the rest of the base, Bash.
Yeah, he had a nice path there for the Royal Champion. The King is going to go ahead and work and take out that enemy King, and then he used the Super Wall Breaker to open this up, and this base is wide open and nice and exposed. Needs to get the Queen into this compartment to deal with that enemy Queen, however. Will she go in? Queen, come on! Don't do this to him! Oh my goodness, she's going to go around the outside. She can still possibly reach the Queen from there, but forcing the ability is going to limit her, limit her chances of trying to get that Queen down. But here we go with the Lalo from the top side of the base. We got the Stone Slammer coming in. We got the balloons. We got the Lava Hound. It's all on the line, Judo Sloth.
I was wondering if he had a backup plan for the Queen, but it doesn't seem likely. He has to come in towards the Town Hall early. You cannot afford to attack that for the final defense in such a devastating matchup. Reactive Nova Esports really needs the 3-star here to put this attack to bed and the war. The Grand Warden's ability will help the balloons through the Town Hall. They move on forward, but with the Archer Queen still alive, is it going to be too much, or can he power through, Bash? He's got a lot of balloons left over.
He also has one headhunter that he can try to sneak in here to help out with this Queen. The last air defense goes down. That single target inferno goes down. This is looking like it's got to shut that Queen. Someone tell him to get the headhunter in to try to get this Queen down. She's dealing mass amounts of damage. Oh my goodness, the balloons are trying to get through. The Queen taking down the balloons one by one. Judo, this is so close. Oh my goodness.
He's got it! The balloons come through! They'd say, oh no, the Queen's alive! I thought the headhunter got him! I got her! Oh my word! Can he still get it? There's not many defenses left. The dragon moves across. He has got it!
Dragon, he's got it!
My point, Bash! 3 stars for Nova Esports! And they will be moving forward. Silent Snipers can only do their best, but they cannot catch up at this point.
Oh my goodness, that dragon coming in clutch there. The balloons barely able to get those defenses down, but just enough to secure it. They will move on to tomorrow, and then unfortunately for Silent Snipers, this last attack is gonna be for Pride. Hold their head high, but oh my goodness, look at how this one finishes up. That Queen was taking down the balloons. I was worried we called this too early, but the minions do a great job tanking. Dragon comes over, finishes off Queen. The balloon comes over and gets a shot off just to be safe, and a nice, oh my goodness, what a finish there for React. Such an intense attack.
Just incredible. I heard you talking about the headhunters on the Queen, and I just presumed that she went down as there was so many balloons, but it paid off for him in the end. Demo of Silent Snipers. The captain is going to try and get them the 3-star and just make sure that they can go home, like you said, with their heads held high. Here we go with the Yeti blimp coming in straight towards the single inferno. Beautiful start to this attack as it falls to the ground straight away.
You got sneaky goblins coming out there. That's pretty interesting to have the sneakies and the blimp right there not going for the town hall. Maybe just going all or nothing here or going away from the town hall. Queen's going to charge in here and take out this single free. Oh, no. Freeze misses the single, forces the ability. Oh, demo. Unfortunate. Here comes the Warden, and we'll see these Yetis come in here towards the middle of the base. Judo so unlucky to have that Queen ability force so early.
Yes, and despite the war already being over, there's still a lot of pressure here to make sure to put on a good show for the folks at home. We have the Witches and the Barbarian King to create the funnel, and the Yetis can move directly into the base. I like what he is doing here, Bash. As long as he can get to the 2 scatter shots, he might be okay on the back end of the base.
Still a lot of base up here with the 2 scatters, as you mentioned. We got a single target, but we got to get this town hall down as well with that Warden ability coming out early. Oh, that's going to be tough. That town hall is going to deal mass amounts of damage as it gets activated here. That Lava Hound is hanging up the Queen right there, and there's, oh my goodness, the Queen doesn't have her ability, Judo. This
still has the Royal Champion. He has to send the Royal Champion to the Town Hall. Surely he has to get the 2 stars on this one and just rescue
the Town Hall.
but he can wait. Like you said, the Queen's on the Town Hall. Notice the giant bombs in that initial area as well. Demo coming into some clear destruction here. Queen goes down, Royal Champion comes in, but I don't think it's enough. It will be Nova that takes the victory, not only on percentage, but on stars as well, and they move forward with confidence into day 2.
You gotta think that's exactly what Nova was looking for. A strong performance here, holding up, getting that 12 stars, getting those couple of 3 stars to secure their day 2 entry. But man, GG, the Silent Snipers just not quite able to get over the hump here on this final couple of attacks. Man, that one, I was worried that one may be a 1-star, but Demo able to save it. The Queen was able to get in there and get that Town Hall down, and then the World Champion came up and cleaned up. Not bad for Silent Sniper's first appearance in these qualifiers, but just not quite enough to get past Nova here in day 1.
Yes, not enough. And as Banks mentioned, all of the teams for the different qualifiers are now decided. There is no way that Silent Snipers can get themselves back into the tournament. They would have to regroup and get ready again for next year. But they have put some 3 stars on the board. They have given us a show and really made sure to go home with their heads held high, Banks.
Yes, indeed. An unfavourable ending there for Silent Sniper's journey in this live qualifier. However, the winners, Nova Epsorts, will be advancing into tomorrow's bracket. Congratulations to them. Look at that balloon fly across with their banner. Absolutely amazing. So thank you so much for Nova Epsorts. What an incredible turn of events for them. Look at these stats right here. 12 stars to 11 and 89.8% destruction average. And Silent Sniper's not that far behind, you know. They did put on